Greetings everyone and welcome back to another video. I'm excited to welcome you to episode 1 of my 2022 free-to-play series. And as you can see, we're here on the character creation screen. I'm about ready to create my first character for this account. I want to go ahead and talk about what we're going to do here, and also open some stuff up to feedback so you can help me to shape this series to be more what you want to see, or at least have your say in what you want it to be. Now, the last time I did a free-to-play, I did it as a challenge where I was trying to see how long it would take me to get 100,000 DPS in an ISA. And at that time, ISE didn't even exist. I did it as a KDF character, and I did it as an engineer. And my main character on my main account is an engineer, and I did an engineer on that one as well. So one stipulation is no engineers this time. I think I'm going to go ahead and actually go for a tactical character. Believe it or not, tactical is my least used career and my least developed career on any character I have anywhere. My next most developed career is one of my science alts, so we're going to go for tactical. Number 2, I'm going to go Starfleet. Why? Because you get 2 fleet ships for free per character if you do your reputations. And I want one of those ships to be a theme build, or at least to fit the character, like not be mismatched. And if I pick one of the other factions, then I'm going to have a much smaller pool of ships to choose from, especially a much smaller pool of ships which are actually good. So Federation gets the favoritism, we all know that. So if I want to get something like a Malachowski, I'm going to have to go for Federation if I want to have the ship fit the faction of the character I'm using, and I do kind of want to do that this time. So a bit boring. I had thought about going Romulan, but then I looked at all the Romulan fleet ships and I said, no, I don't want any of these. Some of them are okay, but really it's not too good of a selection. So we are going to go Federation tactical. But before we create that character, I wanted to say what other characters I'm going to make, because you get 10 slots now by default. It used to be 8, but then they came out with that update where everyone gets a free account bank, so that's really exciting. I'm going to start off with an account bank. Some other restrictions related to that we'll get to in a moment, but I'm not going to just fill all of them up with Jem'Hadars. I am going to make 3 Jem'Hadar characters, however. A new account, a new character needs a tremendous amount of dilithium in order to buy Phoenix upgrades, in order to unlock your 5th Starship trait slot, in order to unlock active reputation traits, to unlock regular reputation slots. The personal space traits you get for free that everyone gets can be upgraded. So, beam training, cannon training, the projectile training, those can get upgraded to a better version. That stuff all costs a huge amount of fleet credits and dilithium. If I want to get elite hangar pets or whatever, I need millions and millions of dilithium. So getting it 8k a day is going to be a little bit too slow. So I'm going to do a bit of dilithium farming, not to sell on the dilithium exchange, because I am not allowing myself to use it this time. No dilithium exchange. I am not allowed to touch it. And I didn't really use it the last time either. The last time I did free-to-play, I used it to get the account bank, which I don't have to do this time because I have it for free, because everyone gets it for free now. And the other thing I used it for was to increase my EC cap. I'm not doing that this time. So unless Cryptic decides to be really generous this year and give us a free EC cap increase, which, spoiler alert, I think they should do. I've said that many times. I think it's a dumb thing left over from the earlier days of free-to-play, when this game went free-to-play, where it was all about punishing the player and then trying to encourage you to pay in order to get around it. I think it's a much better idea to just have a solid baseline experience so your game is competitive, and then offer purchases that are going to enhance your experience. There is nothing that feels good about having to pay to remove an artificial limit on how much money you can have in the game. So, depending on how this series goes and what the priority and the focus is going to be, it may or may not matter. The two real choices I'm thinking of here are either we're going to do it as a narrative let's play style series where I'm just taking advantage of anything I can get my hands on, not spending money, of course. So, golden rule number one, it's a free to play, so I can't spend any money. And that includes circumventing that rule by having stuff mailed to me or whatever. So, I won't be accepting any gifts. Don't mail me anything in the game. I'm not going to be sending myself stuff from my other account, nothing like that. So, no outside help, no spending money. But then also, I have to ask, well, what about event rewards? There's a Klingon recruitment going on right now, and I am going to create a KDF character so I can get that KDF recruit, because depending on what feedback I get from you guys, I may or may not take advantage of that free Tier 6 ship, that free Withering Barrage trait. If you want this to be more of a let's play, where you just want to see what I can do with a new account, just doing anything I possibly can that's within reason, freebies, events, whatever. Like this recruitment event, we're going to have the other recruitment events, they said, so I can get rewards from the other recruitment events. Or do you want this to be more of a tutorial style series where I cut out all that stuff, I avoid the exchange altogether, I don't take advantage of limited time event rewards, and I just sort of stick to a very straight and narrow path, only picking up those things that are always available, so that someone coming in at a future date and watching this as a playlist can say, well, if I follow along, I'll definitely be able to do what you can do, because you're only doing things that are available all the time. Whereas if I just take advantage of everything I can, then I'm going to end up with a unique experience, and my finishing point is going to be something that's not necessarily able to be replicated. And I split the difference last time. I had a bunch of restrictions up front until I met my goal, which was hitting 100K. And then once I hit 100K, I lifted a lot of those restrictions and played on it for a while longer until I kind of got bored with it and stopped playing it. So there's going to be a poll on the community tab. You'll have to let me know what you prefer. But either way, I'm going to make the KDF character. If you don't want me to use it, if you don't want me to use that free ship from the KDF recruitment event, then I just won't do it. But I'm going to make the character just in case. That way I don't lose the opportunity if it is something you want to see me take advantage of. And going back to the Jim Hadar characters, why am I making 3? Well, I want to make one of each career. Because if you make one of each career, you don't have to do anything with them. You just have to get through the tutorial. That's it. You get through the tutorial, you have one of each career, you're going to be automatically sponsoring all of your other characters in Iconian, Omega, and Nukara. They each have 2 reputations that they start in Tier 5 in, which will automatically give you that perk, but in order to get all of them, you need one of each, because they each have one that overlaps. So I'm going to make one tactical, one science, and one engineer. And another benefit of that is training manuals. So by default, the training manuals you can make, if you didn't know this, if you go to the BOF training manual vendors in Kronos or ESD, they only sell up to rank 2 of ability. So if you want Fire at Will 3 or any rank 3 BOF ability, you can't get it from the vendors. You either have to make it yourself, and depending on your career, you can only make ones for your career, or you have to buy it off the exchange, and that can get kind of pricey. So if you have one Jim Hadar of every career, they can make the training manuals for you. And alternatively, you could just log in here or there, have your Jim Hadars make some of those training manuals, and toss them on the exchange, and that way you can get yourself a few extra energy credits. And now that everyone has an account bank, it's very easy to just take that money and toss it into the account bank. So it's a very small money-making opportunity as well. I'm not going to make you watch me make the KDF, recruit, or the 3 Jim Hadars, but let's go ahead and stop babbling and make this Starfleet character. Okay, so I'm one of those people who I'm a man in real life, so when I play role-playing games, I play as a man. Unless I'm not playing a human, but I don't like to play female characters since I'm not a female, so we could pick something interesting here. It doesn't have to be a human though. We got lots of choices here. Alien would be the most efficient or the most powerful choice because you get an extra personal space trait slot that the others don't get, but that seems kind of boring to me. Ferengi could be kind of fun, but we're free to play, and that seems anti-Ferengi. Ferengi are super greedy. Uh, Vulcans are obviously pretty classic. I don't really like the Trill as a species, even though I like some of the Trill characters in the show. Playing as a Saurian would be, maybe we should do that. Maybe we should be a Saurian. I don't see many people playing them. I certainly don't want to be a Packlid. They're just, or a Regilian. They're kind of ugly. Bolian, Betazoid. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling Saurian now. Oh, or a Benzite. We get that little mouth breathe thing that shoots the mist for the help them to breathe. That's a tough choice. Do I do a Benzite or do I do a Saurian? Oh, let's play as a Saurian. Yeah, we're going to pick a Saurian and we're going tactical. Alright. I'm going to switch to the filthy, dirty, dark side and be a tactical captain. Presets, yeah, I mean, whatever was on there already. I'm not going to make too much of it. I mean, do they really, it says uniform. Do we really get that many choices? Yeah, ooh, here we go. I don't think you can have this though, right? This is a paid costume, isn't it? This is a DS9. I don't think you can have that for free. Are you able to choose that for free now? Huh. I remembered only ever being able to get, these up here. Yeah, if I can get this one for free, I'll take it. Yeah, sure. I'm waiting for it to tell me I need some Zen. What should we name this guy? Let's just name him Gauss, because I'm Gauss. Gauss free to play. If you ever wondered how to pronounce the name of my channel, it's Gauss, after the mathematician Carl Friedrich Gauss. It's my favorite mathematician, because I'm a math guy. So we're going to name him Gauss. First name Gauss. Middle name Carl. I think actually he might be spelled with a K. And last name F. So we got it backwards here. Or no, we'll just do it this way. We'll do Carl F. Gauss. There we go. Carl Friedrich Gauss. There we go. The Taft, the Osprey, the Alma, the Prince, the Ottawa. Let's do the Euler. There we go. Keep it math themed. That's how you get the most subscribers. That's what people want. They want math references. That's how you do it. Okay, engage. Janeway, Mirror Janeway. A lot of people would say there's no difference between Mirror Janeway and regular Janeway. Thank you for using ARC. You're welcome. Okay, I'm not going to make you guys sit through this, so I will join you in a moment. Alright, and we're done with the tutorial finally. It is a very nice tutorial, especially after they added Aaron Eisenberg, but it does go on for quite a while. I am back at ESD. We're all the way up to level 3, so, very powerful now. And have a little bit of starter gear that it gives you, no real resources of any kind. And we're ready to start our adventure in our Miranda class. So I also got the KDF character, the recruit, through their tutorial, so I have that transponder now. I haven't gone and unlocked the bird of prey or anything yet, but I do have it secured so we can use it if we want to in the future. Haven't done the Jem'Hadar stuff yet, so that's going to be the next step, getting those Jem'Hadar set up so I can start getting some dilithium. And then once I get a chance to get some of the mission rewards I want on this character, we're going to start working on patrols, because they give good XP to help me get leveled up, and also because I can start accumulating reputation marks early, even before the reputation system opens up. That way, when I do finally get to that point, I'll have some marks saved up so I can just go ahead and queue up those daily reputation missions and get working on my tier 6, because I want to get tier 6 in all of the reputations. And that's it for today. Don't forget to check back for the next installment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. As always, take care of yourselves. Bye for now.